Hey, my people, it is The Follow-Through. I'm Pastor Fred, and repping Philly today. I'm filming this 2 weeks before the Eagles have already won the NFC. They're going to the Super Bowl, and hey, and if they won, go Birds, and if they lost, go Birds. I'm going to be bold. I'm going to wear this all week, regardless of what happens. Man, love those Birds. But even more, I love what Jesus has done. This is what this is all about. We're in the book of Colossians. We're just going deep into what God has done for us in Jesus. That's why I love this book so much, and I've wanted to kind of cover it and go through it verse by verse. So if you're coming to church on Sunday or watching online, you'll hear each of the sections twice. You'll hear it read during the service. You'll actually hear it going through in the sermon, and then if you watch these, you'll hear it a third time. And so by the end of this, by the time we get to like the first week of March, man, we've heard the entire book of Colossians 3 times. That'll work. Don't know why I did that accent, but that's okay. So today we're going to be we got a small section this week. We're going to look at chapter 3, verses 1 to 4. There's a lot in here. So let's get started, shall we? Chapter 3, verse 1a, first part of it. Such a massive thing in this verse, we're going to go by the half, all right? So Paul says, if then you have been raised with Christ, seek the things that are above, right? Seek the things that are above. So he's asking you a question. If you have been raised with Christ, and he's been asking you that question a lot. And he asks that not to mess with you, not to go, hey, are you? But he's going, look, I want to be able to see your life and say, yeah, you are. Yeah, your life reflects that. You don't even have to tell me. I know you're saved. I know you're all in and you've received Christ, and not just, in your mind or, intellectually or philosophically, but your whole soul, your heart, your mind, your spirit, all of it, man, in him. And what he's hoping for is that you go, yeah, I have been raised with him. He had talked about that. You have faith in Christ. Jesus was raised from the dead, and God will raise you and raise me. In fact, he has said it already in Colossians that you've already been raised. You have been. And so he's saying, okay, when I said it earlier in the letter, I meant it, and I still want you to think that way. Because it's going to impact how you live your life. And in this case, it's that you're going to seek different things. You're going to seek different things. You're going to live a different way because you have been raised with him. That is such a huge thing today. That's why I kind of split this verse up. I normally don't like to do that. But sometimes, especially with Colossians, we want to slow down and just kind of take it in. You know what I mean? Take very small bites. You've already been raised with him. Let that sink in. If somebody says, hey, are you going to heaven? You can say it, and it would not be a brag, it would not be a boast, it would not you being arrogant. If you say, yeah, I am not only going to heaven, man, I'm going to be reborn, remade, right? Because I've been reborn. What I mean by that rebirth is the complete and utter transformation of my body. It's going to be renewed. I will be raised physically, right? Right now, I've been raised, right, positionally. That is a reality. It's not a question of if it's going to happen, but when it's going to happen. Where I will have a heavenly body, and I mean an eternal one. One that's not filled with pain and it's not sort of falling apart and getting wrinkled and gray and all of that, but new, brand new, when Jesus comes again. So I don't have to look at the last day as a fearful thing, but as an awesome thing. And I pray that for you. I want you to have that focus, because it's going to change the way you do life. It's going to change the way you see yourself, the way you see every day and everything in your life. It's going to fill you with that hope that, man, I see what's ahead. I see that he's coming back. I see that the risen Christ is going to greet me and say, well done, good and faithful servant, man. Not because I was so good, but because he was so good, right? And he transformed me, and he continued to transform me. So that's our hope. So I pray that we focus on that and let that lift us up every single day, all right? You have a great rest of your day. Hit that subscribe button, share this with somebody, and we'll talk to you next time for the second half of verse 1.